a visit to Mossy Cave and the Sevier River Ditch. On our second day here at Bryce Canyon, we are doing some exploring beyond the central amphitheater area, and high on the list of alternate places to visit is the short hike at Mossy Cave. Mossy Cave itself is in the park, but it's not accessible from within the park. It is a delightful little hike though, and easily accessible from the road. The hike starts at the small parking area. There's actually another parking area only about 100 meters down the road with big parking spaces for RVs. But since this is not clearly signposted, you will often find the parking area almost unusable with big RVs wedged in there. If you are driving an RV, just continue down the road a little bit and there is ample space to park. Water was always a problem here in Bryce Canyon, but also in the nearby Tropic Valley where most of the settlers in the area stayed. The one place that had some water was the Sevier River. So settlers dug a 10-mile ditch from the Sevier's each fork into the Tropic Valley. And when they say dig, they mean dig themselves, with shovels and brute force. This was long before the advent of mechanical diggers. To this day, the ditch runs with clear water even through the dry summer months, and the little waterfall is worth a river. The other feature here is, of course, the Mossy Cave. There are a few hoodoos that surround the little valley and a beautiful little arch. Then you enter a pretty small and easy hike to the first bridge, another short hike to the second bridge and the view of the waterfall. On the second bridge, stop and enjoy the waterfall. Then hike upwards to where the road splits. On your right is the spur to the waterfall, and on your left the spur to the cave. As you're hiking upwards, you enter a beautiful little green valley with a little stream. These are always gems to treasure in the otherwise mostly dry landscape. Here at the top of the hike, I found my first disc. If only I had known about them when I had been hiking the previous day. I am told the best time to visit Mossy Cave is actually in winter. That is because the water slowly filters through the sandstone roof of the cave. And while in summer, this just causes a mist of small droplets falling from the ceiling. Still pretty to observe, but nothing like in the winter when these droplets freeze into stalactite formations. This is a short and easy hike, nothing like descending into the canyon, but it's worth taking the hour to enjoy a bit of a different landscape and to learn a bit more about the region and its history. If you choose to continue on to Tropic, or if you're staying in Tropic, look out for the sand dams in the mostly dry riverbed next to the road. I knew these were being created all over Africa, but I was delighted to see some here in America. We returned to Mossy Cave in the evening, hoping for a starlight display. But alas, clouds still cover much of the sky, and it's a bright moonlit night. The dark of the moon would have been a much better time for stargazing.